praying to receive does not guarantee receiving. A sincere prayer made from the heart unto God in faith to receive something does not automatically mean you will have what you prayed for. For a long time, we have been deceived by our observations and our myopic understandings to think that because you asked the Lord in faith, it shall be granted unto you. You see, the precursor for answered prayer is not the fact that you barely need what you're asking for. The precursor for answered prayer is not the fact that you even asked in faith. You will sincerely need something and lack it even if you prayed for it. Because there's more to answered prayers than just sincerely being in need. Certified need is not a guarantee for reception. No. Asking in faith is also not an automatic guarantee that you will have it. You can ask all you want and have faith all you want, but some things also need to be in place. Otherwise, you will end in a cycle of frustration. Is prayer a way to receive? Yes, it is. Is asking required of you? It is. Matthew 7 and verse 7. Ask and ye shall receive. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. Is that all to it? If it is, you will have what you're asking for. You will have even what you want. But sadly, there's a higher factor. Is what you're asking for something that God wants for you? Are you asking what God intends for you to have? And even that, are you asking it for the right purpose? God intends for you to have prosperity, for instance. But if your motive for prosperity is satanic and not in line with his kingdom, God's kingdom, you may ask for days and nights and years and never receive. Beyond the asking, beyond your situation wherein you find yourself, God checks what is your motive? What is your motivation? Why do you want to have what you're asking for? Why do you want to have it? Do you want to have what you're asking for a kingdom reason? I'll give you an example. One example for this episode, and that's Anna. For a long time, it's not a bad thing for you to want a child because your co-wife is a bully. I mean, you will want some consolation of the fact that your feeding God works. And so, having a child because your co-wife has many is a good consolation, and it's not a bad thing to ask for. But it wasn't reason enough. God was not the God of Anna just because he wanted to show himself mighty unto Peninnah. No. He wasn't the God of Anna because he was Jireh, the provider. He was a God unto Anna because Anna was a kingdom participant in the overall agenda of God as at that time. So Anna knew, except as my desire brings kingdom advance, I will pray forever and I won't have what I'm praying for. She said, I have discovered this, oh Lord. I need a son, yes, but you need a prophet. The eyes of Eli were dim. Give me a son now, and I will give you a prophet. And God said, now you have it. If your prayer requests are things that will glorify God, Kabonataya, if you're asking God for things he know will be a plus in his kingdom come agenda, I tell you, you will only pray once. Yes. This is the surest way to have what you're asking for. Check. If your prayer is full of things that don't glorify God, things that will only benefit self and advance your personal ambition, you will pray forever. God will not deploy eternal resources to prove mundane points. God deploys eternal resources and backings because he knows that if he does it, the kingdom will experience profit. You see that? So when you pray, check. If you receive what you're asking for, what does the kingdom stand to gain? Will what you're asking for equip you better for advancing the kingdom on earth? Or it will just give you personal comfort and luxury for you to accomplish self? If that is it, change your prayer point. Your heart needs circumcision. Your motive needs purification. When that happens, you won't even ask according to what you want. You will only pray as God requires. Number 2, God doesn't give to prayer points. God gives to capacity. He called 3 servants and gave unto one 5 talents, unto one 2, unto the other he gave 1. He gave this, Bible says, according to their individual abilities. God will not give you what you can handle. If your capacity is a bucket, you're praying for a tank. God will give you a bucket, because if a tank is going to be poured inside the bucket, a bucket is going to be full, but the remaining will be wasted. You will try pouring a bucket into a cup. You will get a cup full, but the remaining is waste. It will have to be wasted, because a cup cannot handle a bucket. What do? Expand your capacity. Borrow vessels, he told the woman, and borrow not a few. And you know what? As long as there was an empty vessel, the oil kept flowing. So if you're praying to receive, first check, will what you're praying for mean kingdom advancement in God's overall agenda? Number 2, check, do you have the capacity to receive what God is yet to pour if He answers your prayers? If yes, there's nothing in your life like an unanswered prayer. And if no, you will have many prayers unanswered. More than you pray that you be the person whose prayer should be answered. Because more than your prayer being answered is you becoming the man whose prayers should be answered.